ました。チェンのブライトオン生放送でございます。前回はね、だいぶ選択肢をミスったので、ここで一旦修正を行いたいと思います。いや、マジでね、いろいろとね、ミスっちゃったんだよね。本当に。
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this.
うっとうしいんで、飛ばします。あれ死ぬたびに毎回言われるんだろうね。いや、マジでね、クリスタルが、新しい案件をあなたがまだ確認したクリスタルが黄色いし、仲間たちの関係性を。
While searching Tarakan's hideout, you considered.
まあね、黄色はいろんな可能性があるってことだね。さて、この選択肢はこれでよくて、問題はここですね。ここの選択肢とあっちの選択肢だね。変えていきましょう。
You met Kostya. He was captured and held prisoner. You left him to rot in jail.
置き去りにした。さあ、置き去りにしました。この記憶を、この過去を変えましょう。
Let me out and let's get back to Olga. I'll make sure you get the credit for retrieving the food.
This guy's sketchy. Gives me a weird vibe. Let's leave him here. If he's as skilled as he says he is, he can make it back on his own.
さあ、これ帰らしてどうなるかな。
All right, you're
解放
free.
してみよう。
Head back to the camp.
Thanks. I'll put a good word in for you.
まあそうだよね、サシコはね。おー。
You met Kostya. He was captured. He asked you to.
そうだよね。サシコは喜ばないと思った。ああ、やっぱしね。普通になったね。
Kostya asked you to give him food for the Samoshils so he could incapacitate Matvey and run the village differently. You felt his plan was unacceptable and refused.
タラカンはこの決断に反対しています。まあ呼び起こしていこう。まあない記憶なんだけどね。
Let's rearrange some pieces on the space-time chessboard, Igor.
You have the supplies, right? Let me take them off your hands. Thanks.
What? Those are some balls you've got there.
I really need you to hand them over. I'll give them right back to Olga, promise.
Either you tell me what is this all about, or I'm not giving you shit.
All right. Look, I've been trying to help these people for years. Show them how to run this place better, organize themselves, and whatnot.
Go on.
Go on?
But for some reason, they don't trust me. They only listen to Olga and that old coot Matvey. Don't get me wrong, I love Olga. I love all of them. They're my family, and I live to protect them, even when it's against their wishes.
Maybe they don't trust you because you're a lying sack of shit. What do you want with the supplies?
Matvey needs to learn his place. He's reckless, makes decisions that could get us all killed. His reign of terror has to be stopped. I'm going to spike his food. Just give him a little something to make him a bit more, docile. Then I can make some changes around here, and Olga will finally see reason. She's under Matvey's influence. It has to stop.
Ah, that's...
Well, I don't know what to say. So this is all about your personal vendetta?
I'm a doctor. As you know, I'll be very careful with the dosage. It won't do any real harm. Trust me. This will benefit everyone. If you help me with this, you'll always find support here. Whatever you need, I'll get it for you.
Before I make up my mind, I need you to come clean about one more thing. Did you steal the supplies yourself to orchestrate this plan?
Yes. Yes, I did.
But
But only because of how much I care about this place. I'm willing to do the hard thing to save everyone. I trust that you can see this and will make the right call. You know you need allies in a place like this.
Trust in the great Ratcatcher's wisdom. Sometimes he guides us to serendipitous situations just like this one, Mousy. This Matvey. I've known him for a long time, and I don't trust him. He may even be an unwilling vessel for the Rat King's wrath. A taste of rat poison is just what he needs.
No way! I'm not going to let you poison anyone. That's insane.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Kostya asked you to give him food for the samoshils, so you felt his plan was You successfully brought the food back, but weren't sure whether you should tell Olga about Kostya or not. You asked her to...
タラカンはこの決定に喜ばないのか。
Kostya asked you felt...
だこれ渡せばいいってこと。
Let's rearrange...
You have the...
What?
Easy. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm a doctor. If you help me with this...
Before I make...
I trust that you can see...
Trust in the great rat catcher's wisdom. Sometimes he guides us to serendipitous... This Matvey. I've known him for a long time, and I don't trust him.
マドウェイが
He may
あれ
even
か。
be an unwilling taste of...
そういうことか。
All right. I'll play your game. But remember, you owe me big time. I'll be honest.
Absolutely. You...
なるほど、なるほど。こうすれば赤
You
色が残る。
successfully brought the food back, but weren't sure whether you should... Kostya asked you to... You thought he had a...
なるほどね。こうするとこれ普通か。ここでサシコの下がったけど。
You successfully brought the food back, but weren't sure whether you should tell Olga about...
こっちのことを
Are
伝え
you
ようと
ready
して
to
る。
readjust the timeline, Igor?
I retrieved your supplies.
Thank you for saving Kostya. It can be difficult, but he's family. If you need anything at all, you know where to find me.
な
How
るほど
about
ね。
joining
これで
forces?
仲間になるようだ
Your people seem to have everything under control.
And I could use someone who knows so much about NAR technology. Lead the way.
I'll open a...
な。なるほどね。つながったね。このとこマジやべえな。こいつやべえ。こいつ頭おかしいわ。だがこれでいいんじゃないかな。とりあえずね。サシコ喜ばないけどしゃあないわな。
These events have not happened yet as...
なるほどね。なかなかせこいやつやな。自分で食料をなくして自分で
You found Galib.
食料はあれすると。新たな現実から消去したい。どういうことだろうね。
Let's change
これ
the
で記
path.
憶を変えてみたらどう
Wolf
なる
go. You can't leave him.
The kid should stay in the bunker for now. He's safer in there than outside.
これで残すってやったら
I hate to do this, but Olga's right. I can't... It's got food and everything.
You're making the right call. We'll take care of Glib later, when it's safe. I promise.
安全確保
Bad
する。
idea. How long before someone or something unfriendly one is in here? Look how easy it was for you.
サシコが消えるわけね。
You found Galib.
なるほどね。はいはいはいはい。サシコとの関係が悪くなると。ただこの二人とは普通か。なるほどね。いろいろとどうだな。サシコがね、他にないんだよね。サシコの選択がさ。
While searching Tarakan's hideout, you considered rearming the...
黄色になるやつはなんか他の選択肢があるんだっけ。
Terracon. Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to.
これ一回変えた記憶はさ、どうなるんだろう。変えた記憶はもう一回変えれるのかな。
You found the lip. Let's change the.
The kid be safe.
あー、これいるんだ。
I hate to do Scott.
You're making the
And I
サシコは喜ばんかもしれんが、どうしような、あれ。でもな、NAR もな、活動が活発化するんだよ。それ困るんだよな。
These events have not happened.
まあ、とりあえず、ちょっとサシコとの関係が悪くなっちゃったけど、まあ、サシコ、あんま役立たねえし。オリガとサシコどっちが役に立たねえって言うと割とオリガの方が役に立たないけど、まあ、どうしようね。まあ、サシコからは学ぶことは学んだしな。いざいなくなったとしても、まあ、ショットがでかいか。NA でもな、NAR の、あれが活発化すんのはな、困るんだよな。かといってタラカンとのね、あれね、やばいしね。まあ、ちょっとこれしかないわな。次の選択肢で良くなることを願おう。準備はいいかって答えるといいえではあるんだが、とりあえずこれでいくしかない。そしてこれ訓練したかったんだけど、これあれもしかして自殺したから訓練できない？あ、どうやらそのようですね。まあしゃあないわ。
Hey, hello?
Mikhail!
Not really. Fuck, I should have thought about the barrels earlier. This...
Or it could just be the...
What the... Rhino 3, this is Rhino 3. Rhino 3. Welcome.
Jack Frost? That he brought me here. He must...
Your old mentor, huh?
I'm...
You'll most likely...
あれだね。話が。
We need to talk.
Sure.
It's about my mother. Or rather, about what she found. I didn't tell you this before because I didn't know if I could trust you. I think I know why they took my mom. She was dangerous to NAR. It wasn't a coincidence. She saw something, even took a photo. You see, when NAR first came here, they pretended to be friendly. They offered free examinations to several SAML shells and even promised my mother medical assistance. It was all a ruse, of course. My mother was invited to their lab and she ended up seeing something she wasn't supposed to.
She was inside their lab. You should have told me about this sooner. Do you know what she saw?
They were running experiments with Chernobyl light on
人体
human
実験だって。
subjects. All volunteers, of course.
あ、なんか
Soon
やって
after
たな、あ
that,
れ。
people started
あれか。
vanishing, my mom included.
Do you still have the photo?
No, my mama always kept it on her.
母親か。
Is there any other proof to back up your mother's account?
証拠
No,
は他にある
but
か。
I can't see my mother lying about something like that. She only ever had the SAML shell's best interests at heart. My mother was the least selfish person I've ever known. She wanted to help everyone who suffered from the Chernobyl disaster in any way she could. She paid the ultimate price for her kind heart. Now, I have to find out why and make this right.
I get it. Really. She sounds like an amazing lady. How can I help?
I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to know what my mother saw in that lab. I need you to go to Lenin Square and get inside. There must be something there incriminating NAR. This will help your search for
そうだ
Tatiana
ね
as
そ
well.
れは
If she's in the zone, she must somehow be part of all of this.
It won't be easy, but I'll definitely try.
そうだね
今晩チーズハムスターの顔
Can you see the
コ
smoke
バ
on
チ
the
ー
radar? Igor, I heard you talking to our she-wolf here. You don't want to go to Lenin Square. I don't think you're ready.
レーニン広場
Who knows what you'll be up against?
これはやり直しのやつです
そうだねやり直してねいろいろやり直したらサシコとの関係が悪化しましたね奥さんとの
What if
仲
they
悪
find
く
a
なっ
way
ちゃ
to
っ
disable
て
it?
You're probably right. What do you propose?
I'll do it.
With a broken arm?
あら
Besides, we have no idea what we'll find. It's very likely we'll need my scientific expertise to assess the situation.
I'm not a complete imbecile, you know. I can tell the difference between a centrifuge and a... I don't know.
全員と仲良くはできないのか
うんそうだねまだ他の選択肢がないから
But I
ね
still
多分それだ
think
と思う
I should be the one to go.
All right, Igor, what's next?
やっぱしね無理っぽいそれは
What's the plan, Kiminuk?
ちょっとね奥さんとのね関係が悪化したけどまあタラカンとはまあ良くなったからただね NAR のね監視がきつくなるのはねこれ以上はちょっときついからね
2周目とかだと選択肢が増えるのかな
ああ増えるのかなどうなんだろうねわかんない増えるといいんだけどねさてどうしようかとりあえずねすげえなこれ全員 40% とかじゃんやばサシュコ6にいけねえな、まあ、これ 99% だから任せてタラカも結構だな
でもさっきのがヤバそうだったから良かったのかな
良かったのかなとは思うけどね良かったと思わざるを得ないよねこんなきついよだいぶ
奥さんは怪我しちゃったの
いや奥さんじゃないよ怪我したのはオリビエだねオリビエが怪我してるの奥さんはサシュコだねこいつだね怪我はしてないかなちょっと行かせにくいな全員休憩しててほしいレベルなんだけどこれどうしようね
ほうほう
オリビエもなそこまで
待機するもあるんだ
そう待機するもあるけどあんまり良くないな割り当てしたくないレベルなんだけどとりあえず自分は
悩んでるね
悩むねもう一回コパチでタラカ行ってもらって自分はこっち行くかでサシュコは賭けだけどこれに行かせようでオリガは休みまあオリガマジだって他が 30% とか 0% だもんな勘弁してくれって感じなんだけどちなみに何があるキノコとあれ持ってけばなんか置けるかさっき置いたからな
ここで賭けに出るのナブラ
ね 60% の賭けだよまあ行くしかねいやーサシコと仲悪くなるのもきついんだよなサシコもね
It
意外と
seems
使え
that
る
Olga's mother was onto something that got her killed. Could it be the key to finding out about the NAR's plans? Just be very careful, my love. I feel you getting closer to the
悪
heart
の
of
確信だ
evil.
って
Soon you may reach a point of no return.
悪党に引けなくなるのもあるかもしれないって言ってる お、こっち側か。いきなりだね。
After the lab, Igor. Should be in the middle of NAR's camp. See if you can slip in unnoticed. Don't get in any fight unless you have to.
Sure thing, Mum. And don't worry, I've got my sweater.
You've got some issues, don't you?
Okay. Now's not the time to get distracted.
Locate the lab and try to reach it without drawing attention. You don't want to fight all these guys at once.
人目を避けてっていうのをすごい言われた。そんな見つかっちゃまずい。この建物ってどここんな感じなのかね。まあ、チェーンのブレードがあったんで、よしとしましょう。さて、別に全面戦争でも構いやせんが、どれだけの人間がいるかだよね。だってさ、他の任務マジレベル低すぎでしょ。全員体験したいレベルだわ。マジでさ、全然だと思うんだよな。とりあえずなんもないね。ちょっと待って、なんもないんだけど。そうだな、できれば電用部品を探したいな。あ、こんなとこにある。これ結構きつい任務かな。なんかきつい気がするね。できる？上にいるな。3人か。いやー、なかなかね、難しいゲームだよ、ほんと。ただ、チェーンの。そんなに今。やっぱここ敵多いんだよな。調べ込んでます。調べ込んでおります。タラカンとはでもね、仲良くしておきたいんだよね。タラカンさん使えるからな。上がってきました。3階に人がいます。どこで殺すか迷うな、あいつ。バレたらバレた時だな。全メッセージじゃ。よ くまで見えなくなっちゃったしまったな。おお、結構手前まで来るね君。ちょっと待って、お前ヘビ山かよ。よりによってヘビ山か。ヘビ山はきついな。そう、やっぱしオリビエさんに来てもらうべきだったか。こいつ
Prepare 50 mils of ferric chloride and 100 mils of chlor diazoxide.
国威の巣
I
か
know that voice. Where have I heard it before?
Right away.
Send everything to the main laboratory tent. Don't make me wait.
Yes, sir. Who are you? What are you doing in here?
That man on the phone. Who was it?
You're Kim In-yuk. Dear God, please don't hurt me.
I asked you a goddamn question.
My
Goddamn
boss, you
question.
mean? I don't know his real identity. Almost nobody does, I swear.
Do you really want to play it this way? I can see you're scared, and rightfully so. But it seems you're deliberately trying my patience.
No, not at all, sir. Please, I can't tell you what I don't know. But I can tell you other things. Just ask. Just don't kill me. I can be useful. You'll see.
Vanya, my patience is wearing thin. Where are those damned chemicals?
Answer him, but casually. Relax.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'll send them right away. Apologies for the delay.
Spare me the excuses and move. I need that chlor diazoxide, and I need it now. You two, continue without me. I hope for your sakes you don't screw this up.
It would be best if you forgot I was ever here.
Of course. I won't tell a soul.
何かないから焦ってたな。なんだろうね。早く持ってこいって言ってたな。何を持ってこさせようとしてんのかってところか。敵が上にいるってなってるんだけど、どこにいる？ Oh my god。あれはどういう格好だ？普通の兵士の格好だな。安全に出たいんだが。怖いね。まあでも段差なってれば気づかないでしょ。よしよしよしよし。いや、あんまりこの辺で殺したくないな。 殺す場所も考えないといけないんだよね。死体がね、動かせないんだよね、このゲーム。死体が動かせればいいんだけど。ほら、段差だからバカだから気づかない。丸見えなんだけどな、死んでんの。ま、この辺で死んでいくと思いますか。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。とりあえず2人。まあ、この辺は安全にしとこう。オッケー。ここは安全だね。ちょっと待ってね。まあ、アイテムは漁りつついきたいんだよね。できれば。なので、ここのアイテム取る。いたーたまにさ、突っ込んだ時にめちゃめちゃクルルルルって上がるんだよ。
All work and no play makes Vladimir a dull boy.
いかん。下がる。さてこいつはどういう動きをする？どこに味方がいる？こっち側で殺すのが良さそうだ
Another
な。
hour gone, 3 more to go. Fucking hell.
数えになって。やっぱしめ
Take
ろ
my
だ。
picture, Igor. Do it now.
Sure. What's got into you?
I want you to
I got
remember
that
this moment. Keep it close to your heart. Whatever happens, we are connected. We belong together.
Of course. You're my fiance. And
That's not what I meant. Never mind.
美人。
ね、美人だったね。くそ、どこ行けなかったな。おう。さあ、3人も4人も、いかん、こっち来てる。明らかにこっち来てる。ヘビ山っぽいな。これは手が出せんね。いいや、ほっとこう。任務関係ねえ。とっとと任務を終わらせてとっとと帰ろう。あ、奥にいた。くそ。
When I finish my contract, I'm going to grow a beard. Chicks in Moscow dig beards.
そうですか。足音が消えんのやめて。
ちとお迎え行ってきます。
いってらっしゃい。
What a stupid job. I was stupid enough to take it.
怖すぎる。ファイトありがとう。これあれじゃね？思い出だ。
There are moments when I feel like a little girl in Murmansk
人
again.
形触ってた。
I used to watch my dad working on the nuclear submarines, my mom preparing fish soup for dinner. I'm the same little girl with ponytails, riding a yellow bicycle and throwing snowballs at my neighbors.
Those are some beautiful memories.
It's more than that. It's like all these moments exist at the same time. Like I'm part of a circle.
That's deep, I think. But I have to admit, I don't quite follow.
Sorry, I didn't intend to burden you with my crazy thoughts.
やべやべ。焦るわ。今回マジで敵多いな。
Look at the tissue structure. This used to be a liver, if you can believe it. We need to collect samples.
The brain is hyperactive. Look at the chart. But it still doesn't respond to any stimuli. The previous subject had quite a different reaction. What's behind this difference, I wonder? Age? Sex?
これは何となんだろう。
Vanya? Finally! Who the hell are you? What did you do with Vanya?
Stay very still if you want to live.
Please don't hurt us. We're scientists.
Yeah, so was Dr. Mengele. Are you performing a vivisection without anesthesia? Administering shots of typhus? What are you doing exactly? I really want to know.
No, nothing like that. We're not beasts. We treat our patients as humanely as possible. But you have to understand that
scientific advancement requires sacrifice. Other people's sacrifice.
You make it sound sinister. But yes, everything we do is for the greater good.
How does it work? Are you shooting these poor souls up full of Chernobylite?
I can't talk about that. The NDA we signed is very strict. The penalties...
簡単な罰則のやつあるぞ。
Are you for real? Stop being a corporate stooge and start thinking about your own life.
そうだ、ここに。
Sure, you're right, of course. We started out giving them shots, but that was just the first stage. We're way past that now.
Uh-huh.
It was, you see. The fatality rate was... it didn't bring the desired results.
We've moved from administering nano-solutions to directly editing human genomes to enhance them with Chernobylite. We've developed our own Chernobylite CRISPR.
Your patients or subjects, whatever you call them. Especially the locals. What happened to them?
Which ones? There were many patients here. Some of them didn't make it past the final phase. The others, we don't know.
Don't let him dodge the question. Make him talk.
Look, please, can we all try to stay calm? Let us explain. Modifying genomes is only the first step. Next, we induce a state of superconsciousness in the subject's gamma brainwaves. It's basic neurology. The sympathetic nervous system begins to release enormous amounts of energy straight to the brain via the thalamic gate at the brainstem. When the thalamic gate opens, the energy flows to the pineal gland and... well, there you go. I don't like to use this term, but it opens a third eye.
A third eye? Right.
Then
what?
Enhanced by Chernobylite, the pineal gland can do incredible things. Release all kinds of energy, and even influence physical objects, as in telekinesis.
You're torturing people so they can bend spoons with their mind? God, what kind of quacks are you?
This is all following the scientific method, believe me. These are closely monitored, replicable experiments. Anyway, when the subject is ready for the final stage, we put them in an induced coma. Contrary to what you might think, it's for their own good.
Explain, and fast. What is this final stage?
Our boss calls it communion. It's when the subject's gamma brainwaves interact with Chernobylite's mental waves. Or, well, to tell you the truth, we don't know exactly what it is. Chernobylite is like a virus, in a way. It's not exactly inorganic matter, but neither is it a living organism. It's something in between. And it produces a type of brainwave, even though it clearly has no structured organic tissue.
What's the purpose of this communion?
This is where it gets really interesting. You know that Chernobylite can be used to create wormholes, right? You've been doing it yourself. But these wormholes are special. Haven't you noticed? They're not a purely physical phenomenon.
I don't understand. What else could they be?
We know what singularities and the tunnels should look like. We know what they are in theory. But has anyone actually been inside one before?
Bullshit. I've studied Chernobylite too. The exotic energy it contains is powerful enough to create
We thought so too, at first. But think about this. What if there was an organism, or a virus, an entity powerful enough to create its own singularities?
No biological organism could encapsulate that kind of energy, or survive if it did. A living entity would be torn to shreds.
But Chernobylite is not a normal biological organism, is it? We have no idea what it is. Just try and consider the possibility that the wormholes you're walking into are not something created outside of Chernobylite. They are Chernobylite. You're traveling through the veins and corridors of its multidimensional body.
But what does that have to do with this communion thing?
Isn't it obvious? We're trying to communicate with Chernobylite, or somehow influence it through the mental energy of our subjects. But getting inside this thing's mind, or whatever it is, must be a truly disturbing experience.
You're fucking insane, both of you. You need to stay away from the morphine cabinet for a while. I've heard enough. Who's your patient here?
I'm not sure, but she must have been carefully selected.
Selected? How? Did she volunteer? Or was she maybe run down and captured by soldiers in the woods? Talk!
I'm not familiar with the selection process. Our boss would know. But we know very little about him.
What's your boss in charge of exactly?
The entire biotech division, pretty much everything Chernobylite related, but mainly the impact on human...
Clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. How does this work with Chernobylite?
It's similar to a standard gene editing tool. We take specialized protein from a certain bacteria, modify it with Chernobylite, and then target the exact genes we want to modify.
Wait, I know more about physics than genetics, but CRISPR is usually done on embryos, right? And it takes time, sometimes even years, for mutations to show.
Our boss developed his own methods. The process is applied directly in the subject's body. The speed of the mutations has increased exponentially. It no longer takes years, but weeks, sometimes mere days. Marvelous, isn't it?
Enough. All I've got from you so far is a bunch of gibberish. I want to see the actual research. Where do you keep your data? All the research data?
Check the database in this computer. Everything can be accessed from here.
It's password protected, isn't it?
Promise not to kill us and we'll tell you.
Don't worry. I don't give a shit about you. Password.
23#98S$.
Listen to me very carefully, Igor. This research, this data, it's too dangerous to exist. My people died because of it. Everything. It won't bring my mother back, but at least no one will profit from her death, and the deaths of others.
You need to download this research, Mousy. This is the Rat King's brain stash. It's dangerous, yes, and inhuman. But it could contain the key to defeating him.
そこで喧嘩しないでよ。 俺は破壊したいけどな。でもタラカいなくなると困るんで、ダウンロードします。まあ、タチアナのあれも入ってるかもしれないしね。俺は削除したい、どっちかっていうと。
This Omega unit seems to be a special unit designed to protect the power plant. What in the hell are the NAR hiding there? These guys are telling the truth. They really achieved something incredible here.
Why did you do it? God damn you!
Download the Sekeshai.
Good, Igor. We will turn this information into a weapon against the Rat King.
オリガは喜ばないかもしれんけど。あ、悪化した。ただかも喜ぶっていう。なかなか辛いね。タラカン喜ばないんでしょこれ。どうせ消したら。いや、なかなかひどいな。ついえぐいよね。まあ、しゃあないわ。これは、ダウンロードせざるを得なかった。青服のこんな服なんて見たことないな。新たな敵か。危ねえ。テイクダウンできる。お前はどういう人間なんだい？別に普通だった。まあ、しゃあないわな。オリビエさんの機嫌もどっかで取らないとな。ちょっとチェルブライト的にね、選択肢を何度もやり返すのはね、ちょっときつくなってきたからね。いや、ちょっと敵多すぎじゃない？後から消しゃいいんじゃねえの？ダウンロードして消しゃええやん。なんでそれができん？ミハイルの時じゃねえんだからよ。
I wonder what's for dinner. One last hope it's not a fucking pea soup again, right?
あとはね、中のところをじっくりと見たいところだけど、どうかなーって感じだよね。アイテムでもないよね。あ、ないね。あそこの敵殺してもいいかもね。殺して良さそうだな。殺してみるか。なんかに見つかりそうだなぁと。よくさっき見つからなかったな、こっちに。さて、黄色も殺さんと。 折り紙は申し訳ないと思ってるよ。たださ、あんた何もしないじゃないの。もうちょっとね、なんかしてくれたらね。究極の選択だったぜ。いやーでも2人の仲悪い状況嫌なんだよな。ただ逆に言えばさ、これオリガとさ、あれしなかったらさ、もっとダメになってたんじゃない？状況的に。
I should have taken that job at my father-in-law's factory. Shit.
まあ NAR のね、あれが活発になってないんだけど、まあ、活発じゃなくてこれなんだからさ、ひどいもんだよね。よしよし、これでこの辺は安全だね。恐ろしいゲームだぜ、本当によ。チェルノブライトだったな。やべやべやべ。これヘビー兵士だから倒せないんじゃないか。
It's probably a rat or something.
いけるんか。奥にいたよな。
Stay frosty, we're not alone here.
やべえ、見つかったぞ。さあ逃げるぞ。
We've got a visual on a hostile.
よしよし。
Kimayuk, get him quick!
おお。 楽しい戦闘だね。喧嘩だ喧嘩だ。下か。お前らから物資を根こそぎ取ってやるよ。お疲れちゃん。ウィウィウィ。オッケー。乱暴ごっこはするなよって話だったんだけどな、思いっきり乱暴ごっこしちゃった。まあなんとかなるからいいんだけどさ。オリビエさんに怒られるかな。嘘でしょ。あんだけバンバンやり合っといてまだいいのかよ。しつこいなこいつらも。よしよしよしよし、さよなら。よしよしよしよし。そうだよね、この辺よくあるもんね。あとはね、こっちの方にあるかどうかだな。公園。あったあったあった。よし、さて。まあ、オリガが無事切れだったけど、しゃあないね。仕方ないのさ、俺が許しておくれ。よし。必要だったんだよ、お前よ。マジでね、こ これは、この選択はね、間違ってないと信じたい。結構ね、嫌な選択だったけどね。タラカンを選ぶか、オリガを選ぶかみたいなね。いや、俺としては削除したかったよ。プレイヤーとしてはね。まあ、プレイヤーとしてじゃあ削除すればいいじゃんってなるんだけどさ。それがそうはいかんのよ。初めて来たかもしれんな。あんまり。あ、全然見えねえ。ここから城を描くこともできるんだ。で、ここに繋がると、あ、霊障。よし。帰ろう。まあ、十分取ったでしょ。うん、十分十分。帰りましょう。ああ、つらい。
I'm sorry, Olga. Nobody deserves to die so horribly.
I was hoping for some good news, but perhaps I was foolish. My mother, these people, they were all just used, processed. How could anyone do something like this? Anyway, did you find anything of value?
Not sure yet. Bizarre theories about Chernobylite, mostly. I don't know if I want to get into the details yet.
Try me. I'm not a bookworm like you, but I'm not stupid either.
Well, NAR seems to think Chernobylite is like a giant turtle that carries our universe on its back. They figure they can tame it and ride it wherever they want, like a pet.
A turtle?
It's just a metaphor, but the scientific theory behind it is no less insane.
Right. Thanks for trying, I guess.
感謝させてもらおう。俺がさん的にはね、あんまり良くない選択だったけどね、仕方ないんだよ。仕方ないさ。ああ、差し子失敗した。大丈夫か。
The roads are safe now, Mousy. No rats in sight.
いやー。何あの緑色のオーブ。何あれ。そう、選択でね、タラカンを選ぶか、オリガを選ぶかみたいな感じになっちゃって、もうしゃあない。これね、研究は非論理的なものだ。だがあなたは有役に勝てず、研究記録をコピーして自分用に保存したってやつで、おい、どうすんだよみたいな感じでね。でも仕方ないじゃんね。もうこうなったらさ、田中さんの方が役に立つんだからさ。すまんが役に立つ方を選んでしまった。オレガさん全然役に立ってくんだ。言い訳をするならそんな感じ。全然役に立たんのや。全然役に立たないんだ。
役に立つかどうか笑い転げる。
俺は悪くね。俺は悪くね。役に立たないやつが悪い。いや、割と真面目にね、本当にね、役に立ってるのはタラカンの方なんだよ。タラカンおじいちゃんね、頭おかしいけどね、あの人はね、腕は確かなんだよ。 マジで。田中おじいちゃん頭はおかしいけど腕は確かっていうね。ちょっと最強入ってるからさ。なんかあるあるな感じのやつ入ってるからさ。だってそんなね、オルガには申し訳ないけどさ。
頼りになる人。
そう。なんか動きがおかしい。一体どこに行ってくんない。なんで？あ、動いた。なんかね、うまいこと動いてくんない。なんでこれ。今の分けるってやるとすげえうまく動いてくんなかった。あ、オルガさん手に腰手当てて。はい。めっちゃ顔光ってますけど、大丈夫ですか
？My mom relocated to Pripyat after my father died of cancer.
Wasn't she afraid to bring you here? You must have been a teenager then.
Oh yeah, I was a teenager all right. A smart-ass little rebel in combat boots and goth makeup. My mom wanted to leave me behind with relatives, but I wasn't having it.
You were brave.
I was a goddamn stubborn lippy kid. That's who I was. My mom, on the other hand, she was a loving and caring soul. She thought of only others, never about herself. She came to the zone to help, and I followed. But now that she's gone, I'm starting to question my own reasons for being here. Sorry, I don't usually get sentimental like this.
That's okay. Sometimes we spend so long chasing something we forget while we're chasing it in the first place.
You're right. Maybe it's time for me to sit down and give it all a hard think. You should do the same.
Arigato.
I'd like to...
Sure, Igor.
認識を上げたいよね。認識を上げたいから、やっぱし、しゃあね、ゴリゴリに改造するか。来たぜ、改造の時間だ。オリビエさん、大丈夫？オリビエさん。あなたはね、いろいろと心配なんです。あんまりこう影響ないやつを作ろう。キノコとかは使わずに、この消費していいようなやつだけを消費して、かつダメージが上がるような、そんな素晴らしい感じのやつはあります？キノコは使いたくないからストックはダメ。電気部品もできれば、あ、これ最高じゃん。よし。
What can I do for you?
さあ、俺が。
I'd like to...
Sure, Igor.
策略が4下がるけど認識が4上がるっていうね。OK。まあいいでしょう。さあ、私のショットガン返してもらったぞ。あー、ショットガン入らねえぜ。よし、OK。
Stay away from rats, Mousy.
For sure. I can't stand those furry little ankle biters.
We'll build an aeroplane. We'll soar above the forests. And then we'll come back to Mama. But Mama isn't there anymore. Where is Mama?
You're always creeping me out, Tarakan.
Mama was taken by the Rat King.
What? Taken where?
To Ozersk. Mama was a chemical engineer. She helped build the power source for the very first Rat King.
Ozersk? City 40?
The Rat King gave the order to hundreds of thousands of mice. And the poor little creatures kept on digging in the rain, in the mud, in the snow, in the freezing cold. Many died. When the big hole was finally ready,
many died.
They built the device.
Your mum was there?
Then she vanished. She turned into... Mama was close enough to see everything. She was discovering the mysteries of the Rat King's energy. The key to Chernobyl light.
I'm sorry, Tarakan. I know how it feels to lose someone you love.
辛いね。
Let me take a look.
Of course.
まあまあまあいいや。あれ？あ、いたいたいたいた。お前はそこか。
Have you ever heard about the cannibal island in Siberia?
ナジノ
Nazino Island?
I might have heard something, but
But they don't teach it in school, right? Not the most glorious moment in Soviet history. I wouldn't know anything about that either. But that crazy old Baker and Tarakan told me when we were working together on another job. I wasn't at all interested, but he wouldn't shut up about it. So I told him I'd listen as long as he made it quick. Then he told me about these poor bastards. 5,000 of them. Rounded up in cities and shipped to the island of Nazino in Siberia. It was supposed to be a gulag, except there was nothing there. It was absolutely desolate. These guys were supposed to build their own prison.
that's horrible.
Yeah,
When
right.
was this?
Not sure. I think Tarakan said the 30s. Anyway, they were given nothing. No tools, no equipment, and only 200 grams of flour each, daily. They ate the flour raw because they didn't know how to start a fire. Most of them were city dwellers. They'd never spent a day in the wilderness. Helpless bastards.
What was their crime?
Crime. They didn't have their identity papers on them when they were picked up. That's it. The secret police had a quota to fill. Of course, some of them were hard-boiled criminals prepared to do anything to survive. They obeyed only one rule: kill or be killed. And the food didn't last long. Tarakan said something about a teenage girl tied to a tree. This was documented. She was slaughtered and eaten by the other prisoners who'd gone mad from hunger. Anyway, the old dude Tarakan was really upset by the story. But did I find it shocking? Nah. I may not be educated like you, Professor, but I've got a pretty firm grasp on human nature. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. In the end, all that matters is who gets to eat and who gets to die.
Very uplifting. I admire your optimism, Sashko.
元気は出ないな。サシコさんも仲悪いから、ね、
What can I do for you,
どうにかしたいんだけど。
Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad.
さあ、物資調達かな。
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn. Oh, great huntress.
Jokes while we're trading, or I'll smack you upside the head. Got it?
怖顔光ってる人に怒られた。
Alright, it seems I've got my work cut out for me. This is gonna be extremely difficult, maybe even dangerous.
I thought you were going to teach me how to effectively pack a bag. How could that be dangerous?
Dangerous for my mental health. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
私のメンタルヘルス。
Firstly, I want to address the fact that, for some reason, I'm the only one who can teach you the art of packing. Presumably because I'm a woman. Find that sexist, extremely, and offensive.
I beg your pardon?
Thank you. That said, I do have some tricks up my sleeve, or should I say, up my bag, that I can share with you. Because frankly, Igor, when I look at the warehouse and how you furnish and organize it, it makes me weep.
ごめん。蚊が配置下手だってごめんね。
Never noticed.
下手すぎて。
I'm weeping on the inside. My soul bleeds when I see this chaotic trash heap
いや、
of
私の
grime
魂
and
が
despair.
血
No
を。
clean lines, no aesthetic, just a man cave reeking of testosterone.
That's a little bit harsh, don't you think?
少ししんど
But
すぎ
fear
る。
not, as a wise man once said, when the student is ready, the teacher reveals herself.
And you're the teacher.
Yes, I am. Here's the first secret. It's all in your head.
What do you mean?
The chaos in your head translates into the chaos in your inventory. The more organized you are, the clearer your thoughts, the purer your mind, the better your packing skills.
おお、摂氏の。
But nothing. Don't argue. Don't deny it. Don't fight the truth. Just be silent and absorb.
真実にあら
I'll
が
let you think on this for a couple minutes or hours.
お話ししてだけ終わった。おい、話しただけじゃねえか。何のスキルでも出るとこねえろ。まあでもこれでも増えるんだからな。ありがたい話です。
What can I do for you, Professor?
Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad.
さて、じゃあ物資整理もう一回。
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn. Oh, great huntress.
No jokes while we're trading or I'll smack you upside the head. Got it?
Got it.
Alright, here we go again. Time for the next lesson, Igor.
Gigi.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be even more fascinating than the last one.
I advise you to take this seriously. You wouldn't make fun of someone teaching you how to handle C4, would you?
Probably not.
Of course you wouldn't. So imagine this. Every piece of junk you stash is a brick of C4. You have to place it gently, wisely, and efficiently, otherwise it'll explode.
To my knowledge, canned food doesn't...
Don't interrupt. Why do you take everything so literally? It's a goddamn metaphor, goddammit. If I ever get to meet Tatiana, the first thing I'm going to ask is what she ever saw on a TSA head like you. Anyway, you have to be careful and mentally present when arranging your shit. Trust that your life depends on it. That's lesson number 2.
Okay. What's lesson number 3?
It's called believe.
Believe in what?
Believe that you will find whatever you need in your bag without checking. Women practice this all the time. What do you say, student?
I want to believe.
I want to. そういうしかない。やったー、パーフェクト。素晴らしい。さあ、というわけでパーフェクト取ったので。さてと、シミュレーションの準備完了してる。やっぱしな。さあ、じゃあシミュレーションをいきますか。国威のストーカーの事実を見ていきましょう。一体彼は何者なのか。彼が敵なのは明らかだけどね。あ、一瞬だった。ロード入ったと思ってた。なんかのスイッチ。ここはどこだ？
Listen, Georgi, I know what I'm doing, but there's no going back now.
I know, my dear friend. It's just that we lost such a brilliant mind that terrible night. I'm afraid of losing you, too, all over some romantic squabbles.
地上のもつれ？なんか恐れてたね。
And this misunderstanding also cost you your good looks.
I don't want to listen to this anymore. No more distractions, you hear me?
Oh yes, of course. I'm very happy to hear that it's all in the past now.
水に流す。
Good. So let's get to it. I would like to see some results as soon as possible. We both know that she's the key. We've wasted enough time already.
All right. Just don't do anything rash, please. We need to follow the proper protocols.
So my dear friend Boris worked with Semenov even after the Chernobyl disaster. I wonder what happened to his face. And Tanya is the key. The key to what? More secrets. I've got to keep digging.
ターニャが鍵になっていた。ボリスは顔がどうなって言ってた。実験で顔がおかしくなったのかね。なんか硫酸ぶっかかったとか。そのまま死んでくれやよかったね、ボリスね。NR 医療研究。
Your trials were too aggressive, my friend. I told you that you were using too much, didn't I? I told you. You're lucky you didn't end up brain dead like the others. But here we are. Boris is dead. Truly dead this time. There's no reason to pretend otherwise now. I suppose I should have seen this coming. The mental projections you told me about, the visions, they've been building for some time. To be honest, I just thought that your hallucinations meant you were losing your mind. Prolonged exposure to Chernobylites often causes psychosis and hysteria after all. Why, I've seen the test subjects babbling about Cthulhu, or wanting to save the world from rats.
世界をネズミの手ってあいつ言ったかな。 それは辛そうだね。うわ、なんかすげえ。すげえ。的なやつ。
You really did it, my friend. You crossed the Rubicon. You achieved something that no one has ever achieved before. Well, except her. But she has a different purpose. You will be the first of your kind. You will help me bring about a new era of human evolution. You will help me reach the stars.
Wow. なんかボリスはなんかすごいのになったっぽいね。国威のストーカーってもしかして。
Forget your past. Forget your pathetic personal involvements. Distractions. Foolish distractions for the weak. Wasting your time seeking validation from others, but not anymore. You don't need any of that going forward. You're to be my right hand in the days to come.
It's
time to drop your old mask and don a new one. Time to become what you were always meant to be. The Black Stalker. Wake up soon. We've got plenty to do, you and I.
So it was Boris all along.
やっぱボリスだったんだ。
Started the Chernobylite trials on himself and became the Black Stalker. Dear God.
Wow. 国威のストーカーはボリスだったんだ。一番最初に会って以来会ってないけど。あ、まだあんの？幼稚園の小前言。
I've told you everything you need to know, General. What seems to be the problem?
The problem? That's what you're calling it. Look, I won't even pretend to understand what you and your lab monkeys are doing down there. And I wouldn't care if I did. What I do care about is this facility and the safety of my men.
もう終盤ってこと？
いや、まだ手がかりがどうなんだろう、わかんない。
So the next time you decide to rush
調査
an
完了
experiment
が
that could
4つ
potentially
4
release
って
a
なって
bunch
た
of
気がする
fucking
から、もう
monsters
一つあ
into
る
the
気がする
world,
んだよね。
please tell me
確
beforehand
かに終
so I
盤かも
have
しれない。
time to devise a strategy.
中盤ぐらいまで来
First
てるかもし
off,
れない。
the shadows are key to our research. They are hybrids that... You know what? I won't bother you with details that you won't be able to
セミオ
understand
の服は
anyways.
結構なんかいろいろ知ってるんだね。
And second, actually, no, I'm responsible to the board, not to you, Kozlov. Your job is to safeguard this operation, not lecture me on things you will never come close to understanding. In fact, the board wants you to cooperate closely, very closely, with my right-hand man. I would like you to familiarize him with all of our security protocols.
Who? The freak in the black mask? You want to tell me who the hell he is? I like to know who I'm working with.
If you need a name, call him what the rest of your men call him, the Black Stalker. One last thing, I know you don't share my views on the future prospects of this organization. But don't even think about throwing in the towel. If we fail, there will be hell to pay for both of us. There is no walking away now.
So the NAR is somehow responsible for creating shadows. Or at least releasing them into the world.
ああ、わかったね、イゴロさん、すごいね。
The Black Stalker is also involved in NAR security.
まあそう、それはわかるけど。結局ね、ボリスさんは、やっぱ敵でいいんだね。というわけで、トロフィー国費のストーカーゲットです。あら、レベルが上がったわ。まあ、受けれないんだけど、やっぱり敵みたいですね。一応ね、やっぱ行った調査が3分の4だから、足んないわ。
もうすぐだ。
ね、いやでもね、手に入れた道具っていうやつがね、全然なんだよね。あんと。
今の女性。
何かこれはオルガだよ、オルガ。仲間だね。
職場の人にそっくり。
あ、そうなのこの人よ、この人。顔光ってた人、さっき。集めた仲間あと1人いるし、手に入れた道具はあと5つ。行った調査もあと1回あるね。これが終わらんと多分現代だよな。あ、オリガの上？あ、女性じゃないよ。これ男性だよ。サシコだよ。奥さんだよ、奥さん。ああ、次はオルガなんとか使えそうだな。さっきひどかったからな、オルガ。サシコもいけるし、タカランなんても99だし。
その人めっちゃ似てる。
オリビアもほとんどいけるな。コパッチ行ってもいいけど。これな、モスクワ、もうそろそろ進めたいんだが。あ、そうなんだ。見てた？マジか。
あれ、名前ど忘れしちゃった。
サシコ？わかんない。サシコじゃないんだったら誰だろう。僕から持っとくか。どうせバッグは開けたし。チェルノブライト爆弾も欲しいところ。そろそろね、ちゃんと集めとかんとね。よし。OK。じゃあ、これで今日のところは一旦やめましょうか。いやー、ここまでご視聴ありがとうございました。なかなかね、熱くなってきましたね。そろそろショットガンとか持っとっていいかもね。結構、空きができたし。ショットガン持って、ね。で、ショットガンをそろそろ持ってもいいかもしれんなと思いつつ、まあ、いろいろとやっていきたいと思います。
ありがとうございました。
飲んでみたかった。はい。じゃあ、というわけで、ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。よいしょ。じゃあ、バイバイ。このゲームむずい。